was listening to that song Pill in Ibiza recently. It's great, it's catchy, but have you ever heard the original version of the song? It's so much slower. Seeb is a DJ. He took the song Pill in Ibiza, remixed it, made it harder, and it hit the Billboard Hot 100 list. My little brother, Joseph Berman, is a DJ called Hand Salmon. He actually does the intro tracks to these videos, but he recently released a record on Warpaint, which is a Sony imprint. So I'm thinking that's enough credibility. Let's try to get him a collab with somebody who's had hits on the Billboard Hot 100. So here's the plan. One, we're gonna find tracks that normally would not be a hit, pitch those artists with a targeted cold email. 3, Joseph will make an awesome remix. I don't want to spoil how it turns out, but here we go. Billboard.com does a week-by-week breakdown of the top songs. Let's dig in. Let's start with January 2008. So I'm trying to think, who haven't we heard about in a long time? I'm making a quick list here, and then we'll cross-reference with who has a recent album. So we got them all in this Google Doc. Let's create the email scripts quickly. Okay, hey name, big fan for a while, but just found the track, whatever it is, especially love whatever it is. I was talking to Hand Salmon, and he loves the song too. Do you happen to have the vocal track? We'd love to do a remix. Thanks, Alex. And then email 2 will be, hey name, I'm sure you're busy and wanted to make sure this didn't get buried. I'm gonna talk directly to the artists if possible. Then the third one is, do you happen to have the isolated vocals? Here's a remix we did with Sophie Hunter, if you wanna get a feel for the style. And then I'll link to this here. Then we'll say something like, hey name, at this point, I'll assume doing an EDM remix of song name isn't a priority. Please feel free to reach out if that changes. Would love to work on something together. I think if I was John Mayer or I was one of these guys and somebody was pitching me, I would want them to say they're gonna do it for free. And then I would pay them if I felt like I needed to pay them. So there's the email script. We've got the artists here. Now I'm gonna go to Spotify and we'll find some songs. So let's go over to Leona Lewis and we'll go to the albums. Here's the last one she did in 2015. I'm listening for a slow song that has a very powerful vocal track and very powerful lyrics. So this email will read, hey Leona, big fan for a while and just found the track, thank you. Especially love it because the chorus is so powerful and the lyrics are so real, especially the breakdown in the second half. I was talking to Hand Salmon, up and coming DJ, just did a release for Sony, and he loves the song too. Do you happen to have the vocal track? We'd love to do a remix. Thanks, Alex. P.S. Happy to do it for free, love your songs. Tell me that's not powerful as f. Let's see how this does. I just spent the last hour going through the deep cuts of all these bands. I've got the song names here. I've got the first lines. Every single first line is personalized. Now we gotta find a contact email for every single one of these. I'm gonna start with the official site for the band, and then we'll run it through Email Hunter and see what we can find. I'm just taking the artist name, putting it in Google, and usually the website's the first thing that comes up. If not, I'll search theirname.com. Looks like some of them don't have a website. If they don't, I'll mark them with yellow, and then we'll come back to them later. I have a good feeling about some of these. They're probably doing nothing. They're waiting to be pitched by passionate fans. That is my guess here. The first email uses all the data points, so you really just have to check the first email. Now we wait for the bounces and we can clean them. Let me give it 5-10 minutes for these emails to go out, and then we'll recheck the data. So 12 did get through without bouncing, and then we have 16 that we need to fix. So how do we find these artists' managers? Who is Fergie's manager? BMG Rights Management. Let me try this. Most of these guys are contactable. It's interesting. You just search their name and then contact, and it'll send you wherever it needs to send you. So we got these new emails. Let's send them out, and we'll wait a few days and then we'll check. It's Tuesday, and I woke up this morning. We're gonna pause the campaigns on the first send with the guest emails. We're gonna do that same research, and we're gonna send a more targeted campaign. Second change I'm gonna make is my brother sent me a song that he's about to release on Sony, so I'm gonna swap out that example song from the second part of the drip. The first question they asked was, tell me about the Sony imprint. And the second question they asked was, do you have any example songs? So I realized we might not have enough information in the first email, and so I'm putting it in this second email here. So here's a remix Hand Salmon did for an upcoming Warpaint Sony release, if you want to get a feel for the style. And I'm going to pop that in first, then I'm going to end with the question here. Do you happen to have the isolated vocals for song by artist? Then I'll put conviction in here. There is one other change I want to make. I want to take this line and put it in the PS here. Here's a song he did for an upcoming Warpaint Sony release if you want to get a feel for the style. Normally I wouldn't recommend sending a link, although I have heard back from teams, so I think we could boost the conversion rate actually by sending this link over. Because this song's on Sony and it's good. Let's cue it to go out right now. There's 11 recipients, and now we wait. We got one. It's Friday, and I want to show you this. These are the audio tracks for Come On Oblivion from Finger 11. Let's call Joseph and tell him the good news. What up, man? We got you, we got Finger 11.
That's sick. That's awesome.
So here's the main song. It's called Come On Oblivion, and then we got all the vocal tracks. Affected, non-affected, everything you want. So like, yeah, feel free to, you know, do whatever you want with it. Try to make it a hit.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do this right now.
All right. We did it. 5 replies and 1 actual delivery of the stems. Power a cold email, my friends. Thanks for watching the video, and yes, there's gonna be another video about how Nick Pitino and Joseph Berman go through the track and create this Billboard Hot 100, as well as we push it through PR channels to try to hit the top of the Billboard charts, similar to Pill and Ibiza. Of course we're gonna have all that. Thanks for watching the video. If you want a free download with the email scripts we used in this video, that's in the description down below. Subscribe for parts 2 and 3, and I would love if you would share this video with somebody you think would get value from it. That would mean a ton. Thanks for watching. I'm Alex Berman.